So I'm a huge fan of this brand. I have, I think, 3 or 4 other bottles of this nail polish, and I keep coming back for more. So I saw that they launched this new nail strengthener and ridge filling strengthener. And so I was kind of intrigued just because of my experience with the other the other types that they have. I wanted to give you a little bit more information about this because if you're buying it online, you're not sure what to expect. So you can see the size of the bottle. It's not huge, but it's also not teeny tiny either. And it is applied like a traditional nail polish. What I like about this brush, and it's like this with their other products, I don't want to drip it on the ground there, I really like the applicator. So it's not going to be one of those brushes where you get a ton of product on and it gets all goopy and all over your nail. You do have to kind of just take a little bit of the excess off, and then let me just show you here. I have one already painted, but you just want to apply a thin coat. I will say that I have noticed with this brand, you do need to let it dry completely before you add another coat. So I have had this on my nail there. You can see slightly opaque, but I like that about this. A lot of the nail strengtheners or fillers are clear. And so you definitely are going to get, actually, I forget if they even have different colors of this. They may. I know in a lot of the other ones, they do have different colorways. Ones lean a little more pink or orange or milky white. And so you can see here, this finger, I just put it on there. It's very so slightly noticed. And then these do not have the nail polish. And then this does have, it's fully dried on this nail. So I could add probably another coat, but if you're, wanting kind of like that minimalist look as you're maybe gaining some strength, I do have very minor ridges. I'm trying to just get my health back for my nails. And I noticed that I have a friend that uses this because she's a nail biter. And so this kind of prevents her for that. I don't bite, but I'm more of like just constantly trying to like pick, or if they chip, I don't know, that just like bothers me so much. But because they are more of an opaque color, it doesn't bother me as much. If it was like a red or a pink, that you would definitely notice the chipping. And I do have more sensitive skin and I haven't had any reactions. And how often, I saw a question of how often this will last. I think that's so hard to say because sometimes I'm really, I'm like washing my hands a ton, or I'm like using my hands a lot. So my polish is going to wear a little bit more differently than if I'm not doing those things. So it's hard to say. I would say like an average nail polish for whatever is average for you. That would probably, be the same for this nail polish as well. So overall, I definitely recommend this. I think I'm going to keep using it for just nail strength and nail health. And so I hope you found all that information helpful. Again, I keep coming back to this brand because I really like it and they have great products. So I hope you also enjoy them as well.